welcome back to TUT Training. My name is Coach Connor, and I'll be taking you through 30 minutes of TUT Core here in today's class. What you need to be set up for success in today's class is the following equipment. Our straight bar is going to be set up at our bottom connection. We want to have a single D handle, our caliper, and rope clip for later, and light to medium TUT plates. Of course, your towel, your mat, your water, and positive attitude are always mandatory as well. Before we get started, we're gonna get ourselves warmed up and ready to go. And then we're gonna be spending the next 30 to 35 minutes with time under tension, focusing on that core today. So I want you to meet me on your mat here, on your hands and knees, as we get ourselves warmed up and ready to go. Hands on our shoulders, knees under hips, tuck those toes, and I want you to round your back, push the floor away, tuck your chin, and then drop your chest towards the floor and look towards the ceiling into a cat-cow. You're gonna inhale as we round and exhale as we drop. Repeat that at your own pace here. This is your warm-up. No one's counting reps. We're just gonna go for another 10 seconds here, get a few more reps in, and then you're gonna meet me in a down dog position. All right, one more time. Walk the hands out slightly, tuck the toes, send the hips towards the sky, pedal those feet out left and right. In that down dog position, send the hips to the sky, and then as you exhale, drop the hips towards the floor, look towards the sky. And we're gonna repeat into pushing back into our down dog, hips towards the sky, really push the floor away, and then flow through into your up dog. I'm gonna repeat that for me 2 or 3 more times here, again, at your own pace. We are just getting limbered up and ready to go. And again, our focus for today is that core. I'm not just talking about our 6-pack abs, all right? I'm talking about our full torso, shoulders, hips, and all the way around, all right? One more time, hips to the sky, and flow through. You're gonna drop the knees onto your mat, hands underneath your shoulders once more. We'll take opposite limbs. You're gonna reach right arm and left legs and extend all the way out. You're gonna try to meet your elbow to your knee underneath your belly button, and exhale as you reach out again into our bird dog. Reach out, and in, out, and in. Really focusing on extending that back leg, squeezing that back glute, reaching towards the wall, and kicking back towards the wall behind you, making that nice straight line. One more time. Good. And place the hand and the knee down. Same thing other side. We're gonna reach and extend, and meet the elbow underneath the belly button. Reach and extend. Good. 2 more here. 1 and 2. Awesome. Into our hands and knees once more. We are now going to push through our hands, push through our toes into this tabletop position, or what I like to call our bear position here. And we're going to simply lift the knees up off the floor. Now we're going to go for a little march around the world. You're going to lift your right hand up off the floor and back down, your right foot up and down, left foot up and down, left hand. And you're going to circle clockwise. Just gently lifting the hand or the foot off the floor. Trying to keep your shoulders over top of your wrists, your back nice and flat, and making sure that our hips aren't swaying back and forth here. We're gonna up the ante just a little bit, all right? So bring the knees down if you need a little breather for the shoulders. Bring the knees up one more time. And then we're gonna lift opposite limbs. Gonna go for a march now. Right arm, left leg is gonna lift, hover, and bring back down. Other arm, left arm, right leg, lift and hover, and back and forth here. It's not a race. Slow and steady keeps us stable. Nice. Good job, TUT team here. Let's go for another 10 seconds. Excellent. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. All right, we should feel some heat in our shoulders, some heat in our core. All right, we should feel loose and ready to go. While you grab a sip of water, all right, making sure that you have your straight bar set up at our bottom connection point. And I'm gonna be demoing our first 4 exercises that we're gonna go through twice through in this round, okay? So our first exercise, again, light to medium tension. I have 10-pound plates set up here. You might want 5s, and if you're feeling strong today, maybe go a little heavier than me, not a problem. Our first exercise is going to be a dead bug with the bar resistance here. So our shins are parallel to the floor, knees up, and I'm gonna extend one leg out and in, and then other leg out and in. That's gonna be for a full minute, okay? From there, we'll drop our feet. We're gonna drive through our heels, glutes engage, and then we're gonna draw that straight bar down into a lat pull down here. You're gonna feel that underneath your arms, and we'll be here for 1 minute. We're then gonna simply drop our hips towards the floor, keeping those arms straight, and we're gonna crunch up towards the ceiling and back down. Totally optional to have the bar or not. Without the bar, we're simply going to reach up towards the sky, keeping our chest proud and the front of our neck long. From there, we'll finish off in a front plank position here with the option to tap the knees, walk the knees out from the side, or lift the hips and tuck the knees in, alternating left and right. That is our first round. We're gonna go through that twice. Again, each exercise is for 1 minute. We spend time under tension together, but you set the tension on your plates there, all right? But let's work hard here, okay? Our TUT core starts right now. Let's get our hands on that straight bar. You have your TUT plate set up. Light to medium is recommended. We're gonna go into our dead bug position here on our back, knees over top of our hips. 3, 2, 1, and go. Arms are straight, and I'm gonna exhale as I drop one leg at a time into the floor. Making sure that my low back is staying braced, all right? Now think about crushing your low back into the floor. Watch out we're not getting this rib flare, all right? We wanna drive our low back into the floor, and you're gonna feel your belly engage there as you do so. All right, arms are straight. Don't let that bar pull you back towards your TUT machine. You're halfway through, that's 30 seconds. If you wanna spice things up again, you simply lift one leg up towards the ceiling and turn that into a level 2 dead bug or a straight leg drop. Nice. Excellent job. Make sure you're breathing here. We got 15 more seconds. Start to feel that core light out now. Good. Keeping our arms right over top of our shoulders. Don't let that bar pull you in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and drop your feet towards the floor. Now I'm going to scoot myself out away from the machine just a few steps here. I'm going to straighten my arms once more. I'm gonna drive through my heels and bring my glutes into the equation here, nice and strong, and then I'm gonna go for 1 minute, pulling that bar down towards my thighs and control back in. My arms are straight, and I'm keeping my glutes engaged the entire time here. Good. Now, depending on your tension, you might be going faster than me, you might be going a little bit slower. As long as we're keeping our hips up, our arms straight, think about our shoulders down and back as we pull that handle right to the tops of our legs, right to the front of our quads there. Nicely done. We're halfway through. We should feel heat in our seat here. I want you to think about eating your shorts, eating your tights, squeezing your glutes as hard as you can to keep those hips stable as your arms do the work here. 15 more seconds. Exhale as you pull down. Good. At any point, you need to bring the hips down, bring them back up. Nicely done. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and drop the hips. Keep the arms straight. All right. Now, option to drop the bar and not use the bar at all, but if you want that added resistance, that added heat here, that added tension. In 5, we reach for the sky. 3, 2, 1, and up towards the sky and come back down. Now we're gonna go for a minute here. Now we're not counting your reps, all right? But we want quality movement. Making sure we're not crunching into the front of our neck. It's not about going towards our knees. It's about going towards the ceiling here. And exhale as you come up. Good. Nicely done. At any point, if the tension of the bar becomes a little bit too heated, simply bring the bar down and continue with your arms straight over top of the chest. And see how high you can lift your shoulders. One vertebrae at a time off the floor there. Well, I'm gonna finish with my bar in hand here. You got 20 more seconds, TUT team, here we go. At the end of these 20 seconds, we're gonna flip over onto our front, into that front plank position. There we go. 10, 7, 6, stay with me, 5, 4, reach for the sky, 3, 2, 1, and time. Nicely done. All right, feel it right here. We're gonna flip over onto our forearm. we're gonna go in for a 1 minute front plank. I'm gonna give you some options to spice things up a little bit here. Meet me in that forearm plank in 3, in 2, in 1. We're gonna lift our toes off the floor if that's available to us. Maybe we have our knees down, that's totally fine. If we're up here on our toes, all right, our options are to bring the knees out towards the side. A little spicier is gonna be to lift the hips slightly, tuck your belly button towards your spine, and bring one knee up towards the elbow. And if we're simply holding it here for a minute, just stay strong. And if we need to, we tap one knee at a time, making sure we're not collapsing into our low back here. And we've already warmed up, so we're not doing our downward dog anymore. Keep that back nice and flat here. Good, you got 25 more seconds, whichever variation you chose. Just keep moving. Let's go, TUT team, come on. 15 seconds. So I have my knees coming out towards the side, or if I bring it up to the center, I'm gonna have to lift my hips up, and I'm looking for contact, knee to elbow. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Awesome job. Okay, team, got about 30 seconds to recover here. We're gonna go through that one more time, okay? Our time under tension is 4 exercises, 1 minute each. So now's the time to adjust your TUT plates if you need to do so, because we got one more round of this. Grab a sip of water, grab your towel, and then flip back over and meet me in that dead bug position once more. Grabbing our straight bar, laying on our back here, adjusting our weight as necessary. We go for 1 minute back in that dead bug position. Remember, you can have knees bent or legs straight. Let's get after it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Arms are straight, exhaling one leg at a time, focusing on our low back being connected to the floor, making sure we're not arching into our low back here. So that rib flare, you can see my ribs lift up here as my back also lifts off the floor. Bring the ribs down, drive your low back into the floor, and extend and exhale. Our breathing is gonna facilitate our movement. Good. Now, if we want to, because it's our second and final time going through this movement, maybe we spice it up. We bring those legs straight. Simple physics, longer lever, more tension. Let's go. Keeping those arms straight, reset them. Don't let that bar get pulled back into your TUT trainer there. 10 more seconds, whether our legs are straight or our knees are bent. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. All right, we're gonna drive those hips up now. We're gonna keep those glutes engaged as we get into that straight arm pullover here, working our lats and muscles underneath our arms. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hips are up. Pull that bar straight down the tops of your thighs there. Good. Driving through both heels, eating your shorts, eating your tights. Glutes are engaged, hips high, and exhale as I pull down. Good. Keeping our arms as straight as we can without our shoulders crowding our ears. So if you start to feel like your neck is shortening here, we're getting into our traps. Pull those shoulders down into the back pocket of your shorts. Shoulder blades down and back. Good. You have 20 more seconds. Check those hips. Make sure those glutes are engaged. Get it up a little bit higher. Here we go. Pull straight down. 10 seconds. You notice that my toes are off the floor. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and drop the hips. Okay, arms are gonna stay straight. If you need a little breather, release that tension, bring it right back. We reach for the sky here, feet are now flat on the floor. Reach for the ceiling here, 3, 2, 1, and I'm gonna exhale as I come up and control back down. Exhale as I come up, control back down. Again, this is 1 minute of work. 1 minute of time under tension together. This is your workout, so you pace yourself accordingly. And if you need to, if that tension is a little bit too spicy with the bar, you bring the bar down, keep your arms straight, and reach and see how many vertebrae, how many parts of your spine you can get up towards the ceiling there. Nice, come on, let's go. Up. I'm gonna grab that bar for the big finish here. Up, good. Remember, last time we gotta do this exercise, let's push it. Up, 15 seconds, team. Good. And up. And up. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, shoulders high. 1, and done. Bar is down. I'm gonna flip over onto my front into that front plank position here once more. All right, again, our options are to tap our knees on the floor, right and left, to hold our knees down, to hold our knees up, march them to the side, or tuck the opposite knee to the same elbow. 3, ready, 2, 1, and team, let's go. All right, I'm gonna hang out here in our front plank position, and then maybe I'm gonna go for a little march here with my knees tapping right and left without my hips swaying. All right, I'm maintaining tension from all the way through my torso. And maybe I go for a little, I like to call them Spiderman Marches here. So we bring our foot out towards the side. Think of the instep of your foot getting parallel to the floor. And for our most challenging version is our hips are gonna draw up towards the sky. Drawing your belly button up into your spine. There might be a slight lean forward of our shoulders here to make contact. 15 seconds, wherever you're at, let's just hold it, okay? Hold it, keep it steady, keep moving, whatever you got for 10 seconds. Come on, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Awesome. All right, great work. We got 1 minute break here. As you're taking a sip of water, as you're getting a breather, I'm going to explain what is coming next, okay? So we're gonna stay at our lower connection point here. We're going to remove our straight bar, and we're gonna replace that straight bar with a single D handle here and caliper. All right? Our next 4 exercises are going to be, again, light to medium tension on our plate. You don't want to go too heavy here for these next exercises. We're going to have that D handle at the center of the chest, and for 30 seconds, we're going to extend in a Pallof Press straight out. So that's going to be for 30 seconds, and then immediately we're going to go into a low to high chop, going from one hip all the way up across the body to the opposite shoulder. We'll flip around, do the same thing on the other side. Then, if you have your rower in place, okay, if your rower is attached, this is a little bit more of an advanced movement, but you'll have your forearms. I've got no tension on my rower here, okay, because we want it to be able to slide smoothly. We're gonna have our elbows on our rower, and we're just gonna move 2 or 3 inches forward and back. All right, that's gonna be for 30 seconds. If you don't have your rower in place, not a problem. You're simply gonna be in that same front plank position that we were in before, and we're gonna add a little rocking motion here. You'll watch my toes as I push myself forward, shoulders come over top of my hands, and draw myself back over my elbows, from wrists to elbows, drawing back and forth. For 30 seconds there, we'll then finish with alternating V-ups option, arms and legs extended, drawing the knee to the elbow, drawing the knee to the elbow, and for a little spicier version, we keep our arms straight here for 30 seconds. We go through it twice. Again, adjust your TUT plates to slightly lighter if necessary. I'm gonna stay at 10 pounds here, okay? 10 pounds a side. You may wanna be 5 a side, all right? And we're gonna start with our Pallof Press, okay? So I've got my outside knee, the one farthest away from my TUT trainer, is forward. I'm gonna tuck my back toe. I'm gonna set my timer for 30 seconds. I'm gonna get back under tension here, team. Ready? 3, 2, 1, and we draw the arms out and in. Out and in. My shoulders are rolled down and back. I'm gonna squeeze my back glute here to stabilize my hips. And I'm avoiding my TUT trainer pulling me back in to the machine. Staying nice and tall. I'm square facing in the direction that I'm facing here. 10 more seconds. And this is gonna turn directly into our chop, low to high. In 3, 2, 1. Okay, arms are straight or as straight as we can. Slight bend in the elbows, okay? And I'm gonna draw it low, up, across my body. That diagonal chop here. And I'm gonna keep my back knee down on the ground, squeezing my glutes from low to high. 30 seconds. Nice and smooth. Fighting that resistance on the way back in. One more time. 3, 2, 1, and I'm gonna flip around on my TUT trainer here, facing the other direction, and we'll go 30 seconds to the other side. Nice proud chest, shoulders down and back. I'm gonna squeeze my back glute, I'm gonna tuck my back toe. Handles in the center of my chest, we go for 30 seconds, ready? And let's do it. We go out and in. Now you notice that I'm exhaling as I extend my arms away. By exhaling, I'm bracing my core here, bracing my belly. Inhale, exhale. That's gonna create some more internal pressure and tension. It's gonna help me stay stable. It's also gonna remind me to breathe, so I'm not holding my breath through this whole movement. Good, one more time. And then the hands come down towards your trainer and back up. And we get into our half kneeling chop. Across and up. Across and up. Good job here. 15 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Now if you have your rower set up, all right, again, a little more of an advanced movement, our plank saw on the rower or from the floor. We're gonna go for 30 seconds. I'm gonna start over here on the rower, but if you're doing this from the floor, we're gonna be rocking here and back for 30 seconds, nice and steady and controlled, okay? So, I'm at the far end of my rower. Again, there's no tuck place, there's no tension on my rower here. I'm gonna pull the rower right towards the middle, being mindful, all right? It's on its sliders, it will move. Forearms down, we go for 30 seconds, 3, 2, 1. I'm going 2 inches out, 2 inches in. Nice and controlled. It's 30 seconds, more advanced movement here. So if you feel this in your low back, or you feel yourself collapsing towards the rower here, start this from the floor. Good, we'll work our way up. Out and in. The wider I have my feet, the more stable I'm gonna feel. Locking in my hips. My elbows go just in front of my shoulders to just behind my shoulders. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. All right. Speed is not always the name of the game here. So going slow and steady in that movement, doing it with proper movement, proper technique is gonna maximize our results in that position. Our alternating V-ups here. Again, we go for 30 seconds. We're gonna start with our arms and our legs extended. 3, 2, 1, and go. I can go bent elbow and bent knee, coming across the body, exhaling as I come up. And for the full expression, I'm gonna keep my arms and legs straight, getting my shoulder off the floor, reaching towards my toe, whatever variation works best for you. Good. It's 30 seconds here. Draw it up. Try to make contact, elbow to knee. Not knee to elbow. Don't bring your knee all the way up with your shoulder down. Get it up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. All right, we go into our second round here. We now know our exercises. We know what's coming. If you need to adjust your TUT place, now's the time to do so. Grab a quick sip of water. We're gonna get back into our half kneeling Pallof Press. Shoulders down and back, proud chest. Handle's gonna be at the center of the chest. Glutes are engaged, back toe is tucked. Eyes forward, I'm gonna stand out and in. Fighting the resistance of that TUT trainer to draw me back in towards the machine. Then get directly back into our chop, okay? Enough chit chat, let's get back to work. Here we go, 30 seconds, out and in our Pallof Press. Half kneeling position, 3, 2, 1, and let's go. We go out and in. Out and in, good. Hands are gonna stay level with the center of my chest. Back toe is tucked, back glute is engaged. Right here, nice and proud. We go directly into our low to high chop next here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I come down, I chop up. The farther I have my arms extended, the more challenging this is gonna be. Slight bend in the elbow is just fine. Good job, team, here we go. All the way down and across the body. 10 more seconds. Let's go. Nice and stable. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Flip around the other side here. My inside knee is down. All right, my knee closest to my TUT trainer. Hands at the center of the chest. That Pallof Press. 3, 2, 1, and go. So it's 1 minute of work straight here, out and in. Nice work. Nice and tall. And extend it out. Nicely done. All right, team, come on, let's stay together. You got this. Lock those hips in. Breathe as you send those arms all the way out. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's chop. Down across my body. All the way up. And that diagonal chop. Low to high. Keeping the hips stable. Control on the way back in. Halfway, team. Let's go. And out. Breathe. 2 more here. Come on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Okay. We have our front plank saw again from our forearms. All right. I'm either holding it for 30 seconds for my toes or my knees. If I want to spice it up, I'm going to rock back and forth slightly, bringing my shoulders over top of my hands. If you have your rower set up, by all means, spice it up a little bit here. Put a little hot sauce on it. 30 seconds. The last time we got to go through it. 3, 2, 1, and we are off. We extend out and in. Good. I'd rather see you have less range of motion, keeping it nice and tight, and coming all the way out as far as you can, all right, and having your low back collapse. Draw your belly button up towards your spine. Lift your hips an inch. Good. 10 more seconds, whether you're on your rower or you're on the mat. We are under tension together. Let's go. 5, yep, 4, focus. 3, 2, 1, and time. All right, last one here. Our V-ups on our mat once again. Arms start straight, legs start straight. We bring opposite elbow to opposite knee, right across the body. Ready? 3, 2, 1, and go. Reach across and up. Get your shoulders up off the floor. And maybe for this round, we keep our shoulders up and our feet up the entire time if we can. Our next level up. Opposite arm, opposite leg. We're from the ground, not a problem. Always fun to try it out, see what the next progression is. Give it a shot. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. All right, a little towel, a little water. While you're taking a break, all right, we're gonna get into our third and final set. We are now going to take our D-handle and caliper from our bottom connection point. We're gonna get our rope clip, and we're gonna set this up at the top of our TUT trainer. So with our metal nose pointed up, we're gonna open up the rope clip. We're gonna press that nose towards us, bring it to the far side of the rope, close that clip right from the top, and attach our D-handle. Boom. We're good to go, okay? So we're gonna have a standing chop now, okay? We did our kneeling chop from low to high. We're now gonna get that rotational work coming the opposite direction. Both hands are gonna be on, and we're gonna be chopping down across our body for 45 seconds. Option or invitation to add a little more tension, all right? Maybe we add another 5-pound TUT plate, maybe a 10-pound TUT plate for our standing chop. From there, we're going to get into a rower plank march plus push-up. Again, this is totally optional, but if you have your rower set up, you're gonna have your hands on the far side of the rower, on the ground there, and we're gonna go step up, push up, come back down. Nice and steady, up, push up. If you don't have your rower set up, or that variation is not for you, not a problem. Same thing from the floor, all right? We're just gonna go out, in, and then into our push-up from your toes or from your knees. Our very last one, again, optional to use our rower here, is our heels are gonna be on the machine, all right? We're gonna go from a bridge position, driving our hips up, coming back down and getting into a crunch, alternating bridge to crunch, okay? If you don't have your rower set up, that option is not for you. We're simply going to go into a floor bridge into a sit-up, alternating our glutes and our abs, okay? We've got those 3 exercises, 45 seconds each, all right? And we will be working through this twice. So, again, we have our TUT plate set up. Hands are on our D handle here. Rope clip is in place. We go for 45 seconds chopping across the body, a high-low chop. My feet are going to be underneath my hips in a nice athletic position. Arms are straight. 3, 2, 1. Let's go, team. Chopping across the body, right from the top of my TUT trainer, all the way across. Excellent as I come down. Good. Now, whether you added more plates or not, by the end of 45 seconds, you should feel this right across the front of our core there. Getting into our obliques, those side abs that are fighting that rotation, keeping us nice and stable. 15 seconds, no break. We're simply gonna flip around, face the other way, get the opposite side. Here we go. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and flipping around to the other side here. Right away, ready? 3, 2, 1, and let's chop. All the way down and up. Exhaling as I bring my hands down across the body. Nice work, come on. Chop it down. You can see the work we're doing as those TUT plates stretch and create that tension. Maximum tension here at the bottom. Fight that resistance as we come back up. 20 seconds. Or less. Drive it across. Good. Drive it across. 10. Together. Let's go. Nice and tall. Proud chest. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. All right. I'm gonna get myself set up on the rower here. All right. Again, totally optional. Do the same movement from the floor if you prefer, if you wish. All right. From this position, we're gonna have our hands starting. We're gonna have our hands starting behind our rower on the floor. We're gonna come up, up, push up from your toes or from your knees, march the hands back down. Okay, 45 seconds. You set your own pace, as many push-ups as you can with good movement. Ready? 3, 2, 1, 45 seconds are on. Let's go. Come up, push up, step it down, step it up, good, down, chest, right to top of the rower. Down and up. Good. As I march my hands, I want to ensure that my hips are staying nice and steady. Don't let those hips sway. Eat your tights, eat your shorts. Squeeze your glutes. 15 more seconds. How many reps can we get? These 15 seconds. Down, down, up, up. Down and up. Down, down, up. Push up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Awesome job. Okay, we're gonna get into our lower plank or elevated bridge into a crunch. Again, it's gonna be 45 seconds. I'm gonna use my rower here. If you're working from the floor, that is just fine. I'm gonna have my heels up on top of my rower. I'm gonna get into a bridge position. I'm gonna come up, down, crunch up. 45 seconds. Ready? 3, 2, 1, and let's go. Drive the hips to the sky, squeeze the glutes, and then get into that crunch position. My hands beside my ears, not pulling on my neck. Nice proud chest, long in the front of the neck there. Drive up with the glutes, with the arms. Come on, here we go. Using our rower as a prop to get our heels off the ground gives it a little more engagement as we drive up, squeeze, come back down, and sit up. 15 seconds here. Down, and up, and down. Good. Less than 10 seconds. Here we go, team. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Okay, round 1 of 2 done. We're gonna go from the top one more time back into our high to low chop. So, pop back up on your feet. Grab a sip of water if you need it. Now is the time. Here is our last round of work, team, okay? It's our last round, so why not? Gonna add a little bit more tension on here. Just gonna add 5 pounds aside. Now's the time if you wanna add that. Well, maybe we'll go from the bottom up here. That's the way it's supposed to work. Perfect, spinning this guy around. All right, hands are on our handles. High to low chop, 45 seconds. Team, ready? 3, 2, 1, and let's go. Oh, yeah. Just 2 5-pound plates makes a big difference there in our tension. You can hear it in my voice all the way across. We work for 45 seconds. We went from 20 pounds to 30 pounds of tension. Nice job, let's go. Whether you added more weight or not, it's all good as long as we're moving. Arms extended. Let's go, 15 seconds. Draw it across. Good. Less than 10. Come on now, let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Flip around, 45 seconds, other side. Nice quick transition. Slight bend of the knees. Hands are on. 3, 2, 1, and let's go. Chop it down. Chop it down. Good. Right across the chest, from the shoulder to that outside hip, and resist that handle, pulling us back in towards the top of our TUT trainer. Nice work. Let's go. Got about 20 seconds left. Let's make the most of it. Good. Last 10 seconds. Come on now. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Okay, whether we're going from the ground here, out, in, and push up from our toes or from our knees, or we're using our rower as a prop here just to get more of a step with our hands. I'm gonna use the rower here. Why not? We got it set up. Let's go. 45 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and go. Step up, chest over the hands. Down, up. Getting that push up. Full range of motion. We gotta drop to our knees. Not a problem. When we drop to our knees, see if you can lift the knees as you march it down, up. Drop to the knees, down and up. Good. Whatever you're doing, you're moving with tension. We're moving together. Come on, we're moving for about the next 20 seconds. Down, up. Nice and steady, lock in those hips. Don't let that low back drop. A few more here, come on team. Ready, 5, 4, yes, 3, 2, 1, and time. All right, gotta get a little upper body work there, right? Here we go. The big finish, our last 45 seconds of work here. I'm gonna be on my rower in that glute bridge position. We're gonna go hips to sky, alternating with that crunch. 45 seconds of work and then we're done, team. Ready? 3, 2, 1, and go. Go. Hips up, crunch up. Hips up, crunch up. Good. Big drive of those hips. Squeeze the glute to the top. Bring the hands to the ears and get up as high as you can, chest towards the ceiling. Drive up, crunch up. Drive up, crunch up. Come on. Here we go. Last 20 seconds. Together now. Whether your heels are on your rower or they're on the floor, we are moving. Come on. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. There you go. TUT Core is in the books, okay? Really quickly here, we'll cool down, swing yourself around. Meet me in a child's pose position. Arms are extended. Sitting back onto our heels, deep breaths in. Exhale it out. 2 more breaths. Great work today, team. Awesome job. From here, I'm gonna rock my hips forward. My knees are on the ground, driving my hips towards the floor. Eyes towards the sky, and I'm gonna look over one shoulder, stretch out my abs there. Breathe, look over across the body the other way. And come back to center, one more breath. I'm gonna tuck my toes, lift my knees, downward dog position, just like we started. Pedal those feet out left and right. Walk your toes towards your nose. Walk your hands back towards your toes. Meet me in that forward fold position. Holding your elbows, letting everything relax. Feels good after we put that work in. Let those arms go, and you're gonna ragdoll yourself up one vertebrae at a time until you meet me back in a standing position. Inhale, arms to sky. Exhale it down. And that's all I got for you today. This is Coach Connor. That is your TUT Core session. Thank you so much for joining me. Join us again for more time under tension. For now, Coach Connor signing off. We'll see you next time.